Good morning and welcome to the At Home with Roby show. I'm Ashley Davis along with Trent Haston, President and CEO of the Roby family of companies. We're your hosts. Thanks for spending your Sunday morning with us. Whether you're in the car or on the couch, you're always at home with Roby. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. That's Andrew, R-O-B-Y.com. Trent, good morning. Great show coming up today. We're going to talk about two things that are very vital to not just the Andrew Roby Company, but anybody listening. That's remodeling your home and real estate, buying and selling a home. If you're just tuning in, you want to stay with us, you don't want to miss this show, we're going to give you some great advice, great tips on how we can help you with any one of those three processes. But Trent, before we start, I have to say, it's very good to be back in the studio this week, my friend.
I have butterflies because I'm so excited because you're back. Mr. Smooth, I've always respected how good of a radio voice you have and how you manage the show. Was my crazy little tail. And but last week when I was in your spot, it was a little tough. I was a little rigid. It was like it was kind of like our first show.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, but everybody says it was good. I think I just have a lot of people that.
Hey, I listened to it coming in. You did a good job, man. You held yourself well, and I think people listened.
It was fun.
Yeah.
But I enjoy having.
I appreciate you doing it,
and
I got to give a shout out to David McGuire for pinch hitting for me because it was. I was in no shape. I probably could have forced myself here, but you wouldn't want to be around me.
No,
it was a bad day.
I didn't want to be around you because I already had my bout with that at Christmas time. I think yours lasted a couple days longer, but we had Jen Snyder.
Yeah.
She's a personality if there ever was one. So, heck, I should have just let her host. I'm a humble servant. That's kind of like my principle. Manage up.
Yeah.
So utilize your resources.
It was a great show. Jen talked about a lot of things. What she's doing with Hood Hargett, and then the Soldiers event that's coming up next month. So it's a great show. A lot of going on in Charlotte right now, man. We're gonna have. If you're just tuning in, we're gonna have Damian Lewis on the show. By the way, former defensive tackle with the Carolina Panthers. So hang with us through the next two segments because you'll hear his predictions and give us a little insight on what's going on with the Panthers in the game tonight with the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, all week, and I don't really watch the news, but a couple times this week, I would get home and I like to build a fire and just sit there, and I had the TV on just a couple times. It was on like. WBT at 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, and I mean all they're talking about all week are the Panthers, and then we had the big pep rally in Charlotte on Friday. But you know, I mean, I sit there, I'm like, wonder what the monetary value of this success is to the city of Charlotte, and I know it's humongous. And then the monetary value that is an investment into the future on just because it's putting us on this big platform, and that's because we got our games in Charlotte.
Absolutely.
That's because of home field advantage.
Yep.
So people aren't talking about Arizona, the place Arizona, where the Cardinals live, work, and play, like they are about where the Panthers live, work, and play. So
you're exactly right. You can't buy that type of advertising that Charlotte gets when they are on the national stage. In the game tonight, it's like a 6:20 kickoff. I mean, you're prime time. Aerial shots of Charlotte. Everybody's talking about Bank of America Stadium. That's perfect exposure for the folks around the country who look here and go, this is a world-class city. We want to be a part of it.
I mean, I do the same thing, you know. I mean, I've actually never visited the upper Northwest like Seattle and stuff.
Right.
But same thing, you know. I'm watching a sporting event, and they're showing the city of Seattle. They're showing the coffee shops. They're showing the buzz in the city. I go, wow, that looks kind of fun.
And catch one of those fish.
I do not say I would like to live there, but hopefully a lot of people are saying they would like to live in Charlotte. I am a Charlotte homeboy.
Whether you live here or decide to move here because of that exposure, or you just visit the city. That's revenue, that's tax revenue, that's people coming here, spending dollars locally, making things happen. And that's the economic value that people will tell you that this brings to the Charlotte market.
I am. We're going to do a show about it. We've talked about Nary before. We've talked about Home Builder some, but I am currently, 2016, began my post as the president of the Home Builders Association of Greater Charlotte. Pretty big organization, very influential organization, humongous job generator for our city and our region. It's Greater Charlotte, so it's the region covers Cabarrus County and those areas. We had a presentation the other day, and it was from the guy that runs Carolina Living Magazine, which is Northeast South Carolina. I mean, you're in the real estate market. This is something you should have heard. It was great info, but it was talking about people that visit Charlotte what the return on it is, and when they come back 2 and 3 times, what they put into our community, and then it was Charlotte. I think is the second to Florida, the biggest. North Carolina is the biggest net state versus moving in and moving out.
Really,
second to Florida.
Wow. So net positive, second in the whole country.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And it's a lot of seniors, so I think it's a little bit of the halfback going on.
Yep.
And I think now people aren't halfback and they figured it out and they're wanting to come.
They're just staying.
And it's not Charlotte, it's
right.
the Carolinas.
And you got a lot of young people moving here, which also drives some of those halfbacks because the grandparents want to be close to the grandkids. They want to be close to their kids. And it's just the quality.
I mean,
of
our
life.
assets that we have are the mountains and the coast, and,
Yeah.
and they did a rundown on why people like our region physically, and it was a lot of the nature and the history.
Yep.
So pretty cool. I was
It is
proud.
very cool, and it all leads to what we're going to talk about on today's show, and that is if you have a house here in Charlotte, you're sitting in it right now, you're thinking about doing something to it, today's the day to listen to the show because we're going to talk to you about how we can remodel that house. If you're thinking about moving, you need something bigger, you need to downsize, maybe you're in Charlotte, you want to get a beach house, that's something we can help you out with Roby Realty. So all this comes together when people are thinking about moving to Charlotte, living in Charlotte. That's what we're a part of. We're a fabric of the community in that respect.
Yeah, I mean, and we were talking, just kind of the buzz is out there. We've set it up. The buzz is there. People are excited, but they don't know where to go or what to do. And
Right.
just kind of being a little more blatant on that story and helping people feel comfortable and knowing how to get off the bench and go up to bat.
Absolutely.
We can help you get a double, hit a double if you can get to the plate.
Knock it out of the park. All right, that's what we're going to talk about when we come back. Real estate, buying and selling. If you have any questions or concerns, stay with us. We're going to help you through that whole process. You're listening to the At Home with Roby show. Visit us today at andrewroby.com, or you can always call us at 704-334-5477. Stay with us. We'll be right back.